In our previous video, we started our Sydney to Brisbane road trip up the east coast of Australia.
After seeing our first wild koala, we headed to a remote cabin in the woods where we were greeted by some local inhabitants.
Good morning. Right, so we just woke up in our cabin, and I don't know if you can tell behind me, I have some kangaroo friends that greeted us this morning.
We're staying at this little cabin here out in the bush. One of the reasons we decided to stay here was because it's kind of way out in the bush and there's lots of animals out here. And we're looking at 3 kangaroos right now. I just think they're the strangest animal. They move by hopping. Like, obviously I knew that before, but it's really strange to see in person. It seems like such a weird adaptation. But they also use their tail a lot. They're able to balance on their tail. So, I don't know, they're really strange creatures.
Alex and I are on our porch right now, and there are a ton, you can see behind me, there's a ton of them right there. It's so cool. What? This is such a cool place to stay. Husband won't stop taking videos. Day number 3 of our Aussie East Coast road trip begins. We just left our cabin over here. Ooh, sad to say goodbye to this thing. The deer, or not deer, the kangaroos were awesome to see.
The Australian version of deer.
Yes, the Australian version of deer. And now we're gonna go up the coast.
All right, everyone, we are gonna go snorkeling on some beach. I don't see a single person snorkeling here, so there may be absolutely nothing to see, but we'll show you if there is.
Got done at a beach. We had a lot of fun. We snorkeled a little, ran, and just goofed around in the waves in general. And we keep talking to each other about how much of a surprise Australia has been for us, because
Definitely like the biggest surprise on our trip so far in terms of how much we have loved it here so far. It is really amazing. It's really beautiful. It's the wildlife is really cool. And I don't know, it's just a really cool place. I didn't expect to love it this much. Like, I could seriously live here because I love this place so much.
We're gonna have to definitely come back to Australia someday.
After a long drive, we made our way to our hotel in Byron Bay, where we spent a few days hiking the beautiful beaches and trails.
So we just saw a dolphin come up a couple times. Let's see if we can get that on this camera. We only have my iPhone with me. Come on, guy, come up. Oh, there we go. Hello, lizard friend. Last day in Byron Bay. We just got completely rained out of the hike we were gonna do.
Which is good for Australia.
During this time of droughts and wildfires. Yeah, we're gonna road trip it up to Brisbane and our flight leaves at 6 p.m. So we're gonna stop and do a little exploring along the way. It's the last day of our East Coast road trip up to Brisbane. We left Byron Bay this morning. So now we are in a national park just outside of Brisbane. Our flight doesn't leave until 6 tonight, so we have a little bit of time. And we're gonna go do some hikes.
After arriving in Brisbane, we caught a flight to Cairns, where we would start our next adventure.
We are doing a 4-day, 3-night scuba dive liveaboard boat. Good morning. Top of the morning to you.
It's Ireland.
Oops. Scotland? No.
One of those. It's not Australia.
Oh, he does crap.
Oh, you got on camera?
No.
Oh, it'd be funny on video.